Let's go ahead and bring in retired Vice Admiral Mark Fox. His nearly 40-year Navy career includes service as Commander U.S. Naval Forces Central Command. Sir, thanks for being with us this afternoon. Notably, these strikes targeting Iranian assets come literally as President Trump, Secretary Rubio, as recently as 2 days ago, were touting progress with diplomacy, forward movement on the talks. I was with Secretary Rubio covering his visit to NATO in Sweden. He told me that all signs were a go. He wasn't, sunshine and roses, but he said there is some real movement here. It is good to see. How do you square that with yesterday's strikes?
I can't. I think that the Iranians are playing for time. They continue to do this. Putting mines in the water is not exactly non-provocative, and I think that we should be really on our game here in terms of having an unblinking eye and having ordnance in the air, and anytime a small boat goes out or any kind of nefarious activity, we should be able to stop that. I think that we should be a lot more direct in this, and I just don't see how this, quote, deal is going to materialize with the intransigence and the unwillingness of the Iranian regime to work with us.
And whether, sir, yesterday's strikes are offensive or defensive, we are seeing a lot of proverbial shots fired now at this point for the administration to be insisting that the ceasefire is still in effect. What do you make of that?
Well, a ceasefire is a relative term. When you're expending ordnance against people who are laying mines, or when they're shooting at our ships at the time and at the place, there's not a ceasefire when you're defending yourself or when you're preventing the Iranians from putting mines into the water. So my personal opinion is they only respond to overwhelming force. And I don't see how in the world we can go forward with a real deal. I don't see any indications that the Iranians have accepted any of the conditions that we set at the beginning of this campaign to say no nuclear weapons, no ballistic missiles, and so forth. So we'll just have to see how it plays out and stay on guard.
General Jack Keane appears to agree with your perspective, at least in terms of the regime responding only to overwhelming force. Here he is in our air earlier today. Get your reaction.
The regime is intact. The hardliners are in control. They're all about recovery now. And they want to, I'm sure inside their circles, they haven't changed their goals one bit. They still want to be a nuclear power at some point. They're going to deny they're interested in it. They want to try to recover their ballistic missile programs. We got to put together a deal that stops them from doing that. The leverage of reattack, I don't think, is anywhere near as strong as it once was.
What do you say to that, Admiral?
He and I are on the same page. I see it pretty much exactly the same way.
What do you make about the president's comments the other day that on Truth Social seemed to allude to the idea that this so-called nuclear dust, this is Iran's stockpiles of enriched uranium, are going to be dealt with, and that they were making headway with the Iranians in terms of agreeing to how to handle that going forward? That nuclear dust in many ways at the heart of all of this.
Yeah, I don't see the Iranians being cooperative. I don't see them being willing to negotiate in good faith, truthfully. So I think that we need to back up our position with a military campaign that continues what we had going before. I just don't see a way forward. This is a generational opportunity. We've got to find a way here to complete this, our objectives.
All right, Admiral, thank you for taking time with us today. Great to speak with you as always. Right now.